You know, I like doing videos. I like making YouTube videos. I like making music. I like doing a lot of things that I didn't think I had the ability to do, or rather didn't really believe in myself to do so. Um, Honestly, I kind of just wanted to, thank a few people. Mainly, one person that I really wanted to thank, Teching 101. Um, though he probably doesn't remember me, and I'm still like a nobody, so of course he wouldn't even know who I am. But he, I sent him a message. I told him, hey, you've inspired me. I've watched you for years. I want to do YouTube, and I want to thank you for inspiration. And he actually commented on it. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I know he hearted it. He liked it. He gave it attention. I don't know, but that kind of gave me the. I don't know why, because yeah, I was already making my own videos, but that gave me the. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I tried reaching out to other people, shouts out to all those others. But at the same time, Tekking is the one person who definitely, definitely said, hey, good luck. I felt that. So, though he probably doesn't know it, he really helped me out and really inspired me to make me go ahead and do what I wanted to do. So, yeah, thanks, Tekking. Now, yeah, okay. How about this? Let's do a little bit of let's do some One Piece knowledge. Let's do devil fruits. Okay. Paramecia. What's a paramecia? A paramecia is basically a devil fruit that goes into any category that is not fully elemental, which would be Logia, another subject, or fully animalistic, which is Zoan, which I've covered a short on it. I can go full details on it, but I digress. Long story short, basically anything under the sun can be paramecia. You have a fruit that turns you into a jacket, you're paramecia. You have a fruit that makes you stretch, paramecia. You have a fruit that makes you shoot strings out of your arms or legs, or makes you float from the sky, or makes you jump really high, or makes you be weightless, or makes you light, or even gives you control of other things. You're a paramecia. Now there are other outliers to it, and of course, if you look at the big scale of all three different types of fruit, there are special paramecia that kind of fit into two different others. For example, there's Katakuri's fruit, which is the Mochi Mochi no Mi. That fruit quite literally should be a Logia, but it's not an element that you can find in nature, so it's paramecia. Sugar's double fruit, where if you touch the Hobby Hobby no Mi, where you touch somebody and not only do they disappear, they literally are forgotten and they do your bidding. You have mind control mixed with, honestly, that's a whole different slew of fruits. And then there's another fruit that I guess would fit more into my criteria rather than that one, which I'm going to use. Sorry, my dog has the zoomies. Where was I? Yeah, the Kage Kage no Mi. So yeah, even though um, Moria was a bit of a lazy tard with his fruit, the things that he did cannot be slept on, and in another person's hands, it could be very devastating. See, that's the best part about fruits like this. You could put it in another person's set and it would be completely different. For example, what if you take that Kage Kage no Mi, right, and you put it in somebody that, hey, I want to be a bit more versatile. What if I was in my shadow all the time? What if I like you basically have like somebody like Gopta popping out of his shadow every now and again, or somebody like Shikamaru trapping people with shadows, or somebody like, I mean, come on, like you could have your own freaking chimera garden here, like seriously, like the Kage Kage no Mi is actually a pretty good devil fruit, but it's, I guess you can say, it's greater fruit, which this is how fruits work. They get a lesser and greater version of it. I guess you could say the greater version of the Kage Kage no Mi, which is the Shadow fruit, is the Yami Yami no Mi, which is the dark fruit. I mean, shadow is shadows, you know. You can control other people's shadows, you can control your own shadow, you can manipulate yourself through your shadow, you can do a lot of things with the shadow. Shadow isn't doing anything to complete and total utter darkness. Darkness. A shadow is being lost in the dark. But I digress. Just because a fruit is less than does not necessarily mean that the greater will win. It's been proven, it's been done, it's been shown. The reason I'm pointing out the relationship between the Kage Kage no Mi, which is the paramecia shadow fruit, and the Yami Yami no Mi, which is the Logia dark fruit, is because even though they are of different typing, they are still lesser and greater of each other. There are multiple different examples of said relationship. For example, again, Luffy's fruit and Katakuri's fruit. Another example, Doflamingo's fruit and Leo's fruit. If you don't know who Leo is, then I'm sorry, you need to pay more attention. But however, one thing we need to remember, the fruit itself is something that should not be slept on. Say, for example, if depending upon how strong your will is, you could take you could take the barrier fruit. If you push it to its full potential, you might be able to block the good enemy. It's not the fruit that makes the man, but the man that makes the fruit. So, in essence, fruits, depending upon the type of fruit and the person, could become so adaptable that they could be more advantage than other fruits who have natural advantage in said area. Because quite honestly, like, take for example, Luffy's Gum Gum no Mi. It's weaker than the Mochi Mochi fruit. Maybe. As far as maybe. But, well, actually, no. It's a perfect example. For as far as we know, the Mena Mena no Mi, Gomu Gomu no Mi is weaker than the Mochi Mochi no Mi. However, what I'm looking at right now when it comes to Luffy's Devil Fruit, the Gomu Gomu no Mi Awakened looks a lot more valuable isn't the word when it comes to rubber. Liquidity? Liquefied? Fluid. The context of what's going on right now when it comes to his I guess you can say, body, hair, from what we can see, we're seeing strong levels of heat escaping his body and his hair flowing in a manner we have never seen before. And to be honest with you, his entire body is made of rubber. That includes his hair. So, contextually speaking, if his hair were to get hot enough, maybe it would melt. And if it melts, I'm not gonna sit here and say that like Luffy would be able to throw his arms out and like some rubber will float in the sky and he'll be able to create fists and things like that, which would be an homage to Katakuri, but at the same time, definitely a rip from Katakuri. But what I am saying is that Luffy's fruit right now does exhibit some similar qualities. Some people think it's sap. Some people think it's honey or some type of substance from a tree. I don't agree with these concepts. I don't agree with these mindsets. What I agree with is my mindset that says every time he exhibits a new level of fruit, there is steam. Gear 5. I believe would only make sense for Luffy to exhibit some type of, dare I say, heat wave. Because he has been gaining temperature a lot. Like, look at it. Look at the look at the situation. Luffy Gear second amps his blood flow. Basically, blood doping. I forgot what it's called exactly, where you accelerate your heart rate to make your blood pump faster in order for you to move faster. Most humans die from this quickly, but Luffy's made of rubber, so he can take advantage. His temperature kind of would rise. Steam would emit, literally steam would emit from his body. His body temperature would raise to a certain level. He couldn't do it for long amounts of time, simply due to the fact that he could not handle the heat. If you look at Gear 3, it's a bit of a difference, because instead of him using his, like, condensing his blood and basically, in essence, accelerating his heart rate, causing his temperature to rise, he was expanding his bone structure. Now, Gear, that doesn't require much heat, but what that does do is strain on the body. Like, when you're overexert your arms and legs, you feel the pain and tension. If you combine those two, it actually, in order to keep control of something like that, you would need some type of hockey gear for, because that is heat and excessive muscle. Literally, you're flexing. You're flexing while your body is doping up. That's insane pressure on your body. That's just heat building. Like, I'm not even talking about the health risk. I'm talking about the pure combustion type heat. Yes, I said combustion type heat. You are building in your actual, body. The nuclear factory that is the human body. So factor in all those categories, right? And you take that to the next level, bro, steam is nothing, because you are on fire at this point. If you take it to the next level, and heat is being used to raise your temperature, you're taking in air while at the same time doping up. See, that's how it works. That's really how it works. But like the way the heart pumps blood, if you accelerate your heart rate, the blood will pump faster, therefore more oxygen is being taken in. If you take in more oxygen, then at that point you're basically on full-blown energy, because you're taking in more oxygen, therefore your body thinks you don't need to breathe that much. Or I'm not sure the exact science on it, but at the same time, what I'm saying is you do not need to worry about that kind of thing, because all you're worried about is the adrenaline rush it's giving you. If you combine that with you already pumping air into your physical muscles this time, not your bone structure, your physical muscles this time, you're blowing air into that. Mix it with the heat. And yes, I know I'm applying science to a rubber boy, but at the same time, let's apply science to this rubber boy. If I apply heat to bones, if I apply heat to air is constantly being fueled inside and out. Like it's not just because Luffy has the smoke and steam going around him for aesthetics. It's because their air is literally circulating around him, through him. In fact, like literally, he is quite literally a big balloon of air that is both gaining and losing air at a rapid pace. Anything moved, jostled, and shaken at any time frame, at any length of time frame, will make heat. I feel like the reason why he loses stamina is specifically because it is too hot. It's way too hot. It's way too hot. Now, this is the craziest part. If you are doing it faster. Now think about this. Your heart beats faster. Wow, this turned into a whole new video. I'm almost done with this tangent. This video was a random video anyway, but I guess I have an opportunity to talk about it anyway. But if you take that same mindset, right? The same mindset that what you're doing is you're pumping your heart faster so that more blood flows, so that you move faster, so that more air gets into you, while at the same time, well, actually, no, take it back. Let's stop right there. Stop right there. Pumping air as fast as possible as you can. Probably never done it before. Well, your heart's pumping pretty fucking fast. Your heart's pumping like a drum. A drum of liberation. And a drum of liberation, it's not like doom, doom. No, it's like a doom, 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 doom. Like drums, like a drum of liberation. Battle. Doom, 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 doom. Like it's not a smooth, small little movement. You're like, the drum is being beat. You ever heard the term beat like a drum? That's Luffy's heart right now. That's the amount of heat going into this man. That is where I'm getting this mindset of Luffy's hair is just straight up melting at this point. Because Luffy is pumping air into his body at a rate that it is so fast that he is no longer pumping air. He's pumping steam. Like in Gear 2, he was pumping air. It was shot out as steam. In Gear 3, he pumped air into his body. In Gear 4, he pumped air into his body and pumped body air into it. He pumped. In Gear 4, he pumped air into his muscles and pumped air into his body. Therefore, that's why there's a circulation of air around his body. Gear 5, take it one more step. It's like one more step. Gear 5, right? Gear 5 right here. Wait, why is this Gear 5? Gear 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. Yeah, and then Gear 5 right here. Quite literally, dude. You're at this point pumping air into your body so fast. You're a critical mass. Air is now steam flowing into your body. What happens when extreme heat touches rubber? It melts. That's what Luffy's Gear 4th is. It's like Gear 5th is. Like, what the hell? Luffy's Gear 5th, quite literally, is Luffy with steam. Every red attack is going to be literally red because his body is too hot. Kaido touches him, he's going to feel some type of burn damage. Like, a lot of people have different theories about Luffy's fruit being embodiment of other different things and this and that and this and that and this and that. I think it has a lot to do, well, it has a lot to do with a lot of things. And to go into that is another video, so I'm going to have to cut it here. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate this. I understand that I'm just a small voice, but Ace the Mutation is going to be a name that you're going to hear. So let's let them drums of liberation ring. All right, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Thank you for watching, and you have a nice day. I mean, look at it. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful skies. Later. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, the one and only. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, the one and only.